Hi, my name is Amy Vasquez, and I am an instructor at the English Language Institute at the University of Delaware. As instructors of the English language, we recognize that our students need to practice the language often using appropriate materials. So we often search for materials that we can use in our classrooms. This search can lead us to a huge number of resources in the forms of textbooks, websites, documents, presentations, and many other types of information. Sometimes we use the materials we find in their original form, or we adapt those materials to suit our students' needs. While it is helpful to have many resources at our fingertips, it is necessary that we understand the requirements for using resources created by others. These resources were created by the intellect of others, and therefore, their creations are owned by them. In other words, what others create is considered their property, and how the creator of the work licensed their property determines how much right we have to use their creation. These rights are known as intellectual property rights. First, let's define intellectual property. According to the World Intellectual Property Association, intellectual property refers to the creations of the mind, such as inventions, literary and artistic works, designs and symbols, names, and images used in commerce. In education, we can think of textbooks, worksheets, games, and other creations as an example of intellectual property. So, what are intellectual property rights? The World Trade Organization defines intellectual property rights as the rights given to persons over their creations of their minds. They usually give the creator an exclusive right over the use of his or her creation for a certain period of time. Simply put, intellectual property rights are the rights that the creator of a work gives to others to use their work. There are different types of intellectual property rights, but we will focus on copyright, which is the right that creators have over literary and artistic works. There are different types of copyright licenses, ranging from the most permissive to the least permissive. In this course, you will see materials marked with what's called the CC BY license. CC stands for Creative Commons. CC BY allows a user to distribute and adapt material in any medium or format as long as the creator of the material is credited for the material. You can find CC BY licensed materials by searching open source websites such as American English and Open Educational Resources Commons. You can also search other sites and look for the CC BY attribution icon. As an educator, you are encouraged to explore materials that have the CC BY license so that you can make sure that you are using materials legally and ethically.